Angelica, a Group X instructor from 24 Hour Fitness in Nanuet, here to bring you a total body conditioning workout that includes some low impact cardio to get our heart rate up. So, what are you going to need for your workout today? Small space and a mat if you have one, or a towel, because we will be going down on the floor for the last block of work. And because a little of resistance can really go a long way, I'm going to be using a couple of water bottles for my hand weights today to activate the muscles in the upper body. My water bottles weigh about 1.5 pounds, maybe a little bit more, and they were 20-ounce bottles of what was not water but now is water. So the other thing you're going to definitely need is your own bottle of water to drink from to stay hydrated during the workout, and a towel, of course. So our format for today, I've got 5 blocks of work, and each one contains 2 exercises that will be used doing 45 seconds on, 20 seconds of rest in between. Also, every block is going to end with a quick minute of cardio. So get ready to work by setting position for your warm-up. Feet under the hips, knees are soft, brace your core, and then roll your shoulders back and down and begin to march. So with this march, it's small, it's the first movement. I'd love your elbows to be bent 90 degrees and your arms to be pumping forward and back. And then we're just extending and flexing the ankles to get them ready for some work a little further down the line. And then smile because we are just warming up. All right, let's change this a little. Let's go ahead and start to lift the knees a little higher and swing the arms a little bigger with those elbows extended. So making the movement bigger will help elevate that heart rate. And of course, land light. Maybe some of you actually live in an apartment with folks living underneath you, so landing light will be nice for them, but also nice for you and your joints. Land light by keeping the abs nice and tight and the glutes engaged. Beautiful. So I want you to go ahead and start to tap out with a little rotation through your midsection, then alternate the reach. This will be one of the moves that we do a little bit later on in the workout with a bigger range of motion to elevate our heart rate. So we get to practice it and we use it to warm up a bit. Oh, feels good so far. Our next move is going to be a squat. So let's go ahead and bring those feet a little wider than hip width apart. Turn the knees and toes slightly out. Brace through the core and set those hips back. I'm going to start reaching the arms forward. As you're reaching forward, be careful not to round the upper back. So keep the shoulders pinched, the chest lifted, and a strong brace through your midsection. And then of course those knees, they never lock at the top, so keep them nice and soft. All right, let's shake this out. Let's go right, left, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. It's the same as your march, except we're making the range bigger. So go wide and narrow. Hint, hint, you may see this one later. I'm also pumping the arms. Always keeping the upper body moving as well. We've got a few more moves to get us through our warm-up. We know the warm-up is so important to prep the body for the work. Give me 2 more right here. Then keep your feet wide. All right, I'm staying wide, bringing the heels to my butt. I'm going to give you a little bit of a side view. I'm also pulling back to work on warming up the upper back, the middle back, while I warm up the hamstrings, top back of the legs. You don't realize this, but each of these moves is going to be something you'll see a little bit later. I've been telling you that, so that's a big hint for you. Get familiar with them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my feet underneath my hips, brace through my midsection, and start to tap out. Right and left. I'm tapping out, I'm going to add little arm circles. They're small. Out and out and out. Beautiful. Little mobility through the shoulder. Just a few more here. And go ahead and get your feet right underneath your hips like they're on the outer rails of a railroad track. Brace through your core and just step back into a basic lunge. These do not have to be deep. We're just getting started, right? We're just warming up. I'd love to have that knee, back knee under the hip, front knee over the ankle, and a strong drive up through that front heel. Now's a good time to add a little rotation, torso rotation, and warm up that core. As you're rotating, make sure that that rotation is happening from your waist, and it's not just your arms moving from side to side. Give me 2 more. And your final one. Okay, so we are ready for our first move. It's called a deadlift. You might be familiar. I'm going to take my water bottles, place them in my hands, give you a subtle side view. My feet are hip width apart in that set position. Knees are bent, shoulders are back and down. I'm going to make sure to keep the dumbbells, in this case our water bottles, close to my body and stop when they're just about at my knees. Then squeeze through my glutes and my hamstrings and stand back up. So your deadlift is your lower body move. Your upper body move is a wide row. So front view, you'll drop into your deadlift, you'll pull your elbows apart, you'll bring them back down, and you'll stand back up. We're going to begin the first set of 4 in 3, 2, 1. So let's just get the deadlift down. Hinge from your hips. Send your hips back, keeping a nice straight back with openness through the chest. Squeeze your glutes as you stand and bring those hips directly underneath your shoulders, not in front of them. As soon as you're ready, add the wide row. For your row, elbows lead the move. They move away from the body, and you're thinking about pinching your shoulder blades, using the muscles in your upper back to get those elbows up towards the ceiling. And relax. So 20 seconds to relax. We'll get to do that again another 3 times, but I'm going to really challenge the speed, the tempo now. Because when the weights are this light, the tempo can really help to add a little more resistance, a little more work. Our tempo will be 3 down, 1 up. Beginning now. 3, 2, 1, and reset. 3, 2, 1, and reset. So try the tempo out. If it feels awkward for you, then go ahead back to that alternating the moves. I like to imagine that I'm just floating through water. Float down as I pull my elbows high and come back up. We've got less than 10 seconds here. And relax. Hopefully you felt that one a little differently than the first. Remember, this is your workout, so find a tempo that's going to work for you. I'm setting up for the next set. Feet under hips, brace the core, lengthen the spine, and begin. Sliding the water bottles down your thighs and then starting to pull them up by using the muscles in your back. One thing that I see a lot in my group X classes are folks looking straight ahead at themselves in the mirror when they're down at the bottom of their deadlift. We want to keep that neck a natural extension of your spine. And the way to do that is to imagine that you're holding an orange between your chin and your chest so that your head, your neck is a natural extension of that spine. You probably can do one more here if you've been going along with me. And then you'll get your 20 seconds of rest. Shake it out. All right, I'm excited because this is the last one. My hope is that you're feeling the muscles in the posterior chain, through your calves, into your hamstrings and glutes, and into your upper back and your rear delts. Find that strong set, and let's finish strong. We come down, out, and in and up. Down, out, and in and up. Beautiful. So at this point, I like to call set 3 and set 4 the performance sets, because you already know what you're doing, and it's just about really getting yourself to make the connection between your mind and your muscles. Are you still working strong with the set position? Knees slightly bent, abs tight. 3, 2, and 1. We've got a cardio move coming up really quick, and it's that alternating tap out with a lateral raise. So I put my water bottles down, but you can keep them in your hands if you like. We're only working this one for just about 30 seconds, and then a quick transition to block number 2. So make this big, strong, 15 seconds to go. Maybe you increase how many reps you do here by going a little faster in the second 15 seconds. Stay strong for 5 and relax. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells. I'm setting my feet into a split stance, right leg straight back in preparation for a lunge, and then my palms are facing straight ahead, elbows slightly bent. We'll be combining a lunge with a front scoop, thinking about your chest muscles. So drop your shoulders back and down. Make sure that your back knee is going to be under the hip, back heel off the ground. And let's just get the lunge going first. So straight down, drive through your front heel, come up. Down and up. So once you've got those hips stabilized, your front knee tracking over the ankle, then go ahead and scoop the hands up, then slowly come down. Scoop the hands up and slowly come down. So for my scoop, I'm making like a letter V with my dumbbells. Keep going. Right here, letter V. And I'm keeping my arms fairly long. Elbows are soft. I'm actually thinking about the muscles in my chest. Really squeezing them as I bring the dumbbells up. Beautiful. 20 seconds to rest. 20 seconds to switch. Start with the feet under the hips. Slide your left leg back. Brace through the core. Square those hips, back heel off the ground. Drop the shoulders down. 5 seconds. Again, we'll begin with the lunge and then add that scoop. Begin. Drive through your front heel. Brace through your core. And then exhale on the way up. Breathe out. So I'm going to add that scoop now. The scoop is chest, but it's also shoulders, some biceps, getting some action there too. One thing that I remind myself to do, and I'd like you to do, is try not to squeeze the bottles. Instead, think about squeezing the muscles we're trying to engage. Chest, front of the shoulders, front of the arms, your biceps. Give me one more, and then shake. Okay, so we have one more on each side. Now I'm going to play with the tempo, which is really cool. We're going to drop 1 count and come up slowly 3 counts. So find that set position, slide the right leg back, brace the core, and we come down slowly now. 3, 2, 1, and reset. 3, 2, 1, and reset. This is where changing the tempo can help increase a little bit of the intensity, create a little more muscular engagement without having to go heavier. 3, 2, 1, and reset. On the reset, I'm imagining my arms floating down slowly. So it's not just gravity pulling them down. You can probably do one more on the side, and then we can switch. Oh, I felt that one. Did you? Okay. Back to the shoulders, back and down. The knees soft. Sliding the left leg back. That set position is so important. Hips squared. I don't know if smiling is required when we're working this hard, but it helps. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and reset. Back knee. Is it directly underneath your hip? Tracking straight down towards the ground, like an elevator. Also, can you wiggle the toes in that front foot for me? Just wiggle them. Make sure you have the weight of your body evenly distributed between your front heel and your back toe. I'm getting a little bit of a shake in my legs. A little wobble. It's a good thing. Let's get this one more in. And reset. All right, right to our cardio move. Your right foot. Right, left, right, left. Get low. Right away, let's start. Make this really big march and a big drop. So, trying to get the heart rate up. So let's move quickly with good form. Landing light. Strong. You got another 10 seconds here, so if you want to speed up, go ahead and do it. And shake. Grab a quick drink of water, then come on back with your water bottle dumbbells. Find a wall. We're going to sit on the wall together and work our biceps. So for the wall sit, I'm away from my wall about 1.5 feet. I'm going to bring my hips back to the wall. Make sure my feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Shoulders back and down. Belly pulling towards the wall, and I sit. Okay, that's all we're doing for the lower body here. My shoulders are pushed against the wall. My elbows are pushed against the wall. And I'm going to start doing a 1 and 3 count bicep curl. So right away, I'm starting with some counts here. So I'm going up 1, down 3, 2, 1. This is a hammer curl, so my palms are facing in. And I will share that my legs are already protesting a little bit. I know yours might be doing that too. If you're feeling any discomfort in your knees, maybe reset by scooting your feet forward a little bit and coming back down, or not dropping the hips as low. That often helps. Go ahead and stand up and shake out those legs. So we did these curls 1 up, 3 down. We'll do another set just like that. Remember, I'd like your feet a little wider than hip width with knees and toes slightly turned out. Come back onto your wall. Draw your navel up and in. Slide down to a place that feels challenging and begin. Up, 3, 2, and 1. So, this is work. Isometric contraction in the muscles of the lower body. Chest is staying open, lifted, and proud because we are thinking about keeping the shoulders against the wall, keeping the upper arms and elbows against the wall. Holy moly. 10 seconds more here before your next break. Now, what happens if your legs are shaking and screaming? Get up, shake them out, and come on back when you're ready. 20 seconds to reset. You might want to stretch out your quads, right? Do a little reset here. We've got 2 more sets. In the interest of variety, but still biceps, I'm going to turn my palms to face forward. Find that stance, find that wall squat, and up, up, 3. Relax the grip in the hands, up, 3, 2, 1. I gotta tell you, this is my jam right here. When my quads are tingling, when my glutes are saying hello. And all the while, I've got this beautiful work happening with light resistance in my upper body. I love it. By the way, exhale, right? Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe for me for 3 more seconds. And shake it out. Whew. If you've been keeping track, this is our last one. Okay. And then we're moving on, right? Let's come on back. Let's drop the shoulders back and slide down together. Finish it strong. Come on. Up. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale on that lift. Wiggle your toes for me. Let's make sure that the weight of your body is in the back half of your feet. Pull those knees apart so they're centered over the middle of your foot. They're aligned that way. And then, of course, draw your navel towards your spine just a bit. Let's try and get that neutral spine in place. It's not completely flat against the wall. There's a little space, but definitely you feel the support in your back. 2 and 1. Holy moly. Our water bottles come down. Widen the stance and start bringing your heels right to your butt. And then long arms are going to press back this time. And we're going for big movements for 30 seconds. Yeah, we are moving right along, folks. Hang tight. We've got 2 more blocks of work to get through, including some cardio. I promise you it's going to be totally worth it when it's done. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, shake. How are your legs feeling? Mine too. We've got lateral lunges. Dumbbells in hand. I'm stepping off to make sure that I can move with my right leg. I need room for a lateral raise. I'm going to bend my elbows 90 degrees. So it is a lateral lunge with also a lateral raise. The raise will happen when you're standing. You'll step wide, bend the knee on the moving leg, drive through that heel to come up. So let's try that first. Lunge and come right back up to set position. What was set position? Feet under your hips, knees soft, strong brace through your core and through your glutes, pinching the upper back. So I'm going to go ahead and do a raise here. Lunge and raise. Yes. So we are hitting your abductors, outer glute, outer thigh, and we're also doing that lateral lift, working shoulders. My elbows are 90. I hope your elbows are 90 and they stay 90. Take a little breather. Beautiful. I'm going to take a giant step in the other direction. Again, find that strong set and brace the core. Elbows are now 90, right slightly in front of your midline. We begin with just the lunge to get that positioning. Wiggle the toes for me and step side. Bend the knees, send your hips back. Push up. Set position. So let's not just stand up like spaghetti. Find set. Down. Set, lateral raise. Down, set, lateral raise. Works beautifully. That's it, stay with it. I'm going to change things up for our final 2 because you know what I like to say, change is so darn good. Do a quick check-in. Are your abs still tight? I need this last one here. And shake. Big step. So this time when we step off to the side, I'm going to have you go a quick 1 count with the lateral raise and then a stand up a little bit on the slower side. Okay, so let's try that together. Woo. So we're going to come down and we're going to come up 3, 2, 1. So a little hold. 3, 2, 1. drive through that heel to come back up. And let's check in that the shoulders don't start to inch their way up towards our ears as we try and do that lateral raise and hold it for a little bit longer than we were before. My check for you. This is feeling awkward. Please, please, please go back to alternating the moves. We've got less than 10 seconds. I'm feeling it now. The timing does change things a bit. And reset, jump, shoulders back, knees soft. Imagine you're wearing a tight pair of jeans. Did it do it? It did for me too. Pinch the shoulder blades, elbows 90 slightly in front of your midline, and lunge and lift. Out. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now I'm landing a little bit heavy, so I'm going to try and brace to land lighter. What am I bracing? My midsection and my glutes. And it worked. It's a lot less impact on the ground as I place my foot down. I hope you did the same. In less than 15 seconds, we'll be done with this block. It'll be so good to be done with this block. I know. I'm with you here. 3, 2, let's get one more in. 1, and go ahead and bring it here. So I'm gonna get super wide in a lateral lunge. Why not? And then start to reach across my body really fast. So yeah, this is like no impact cardio. No impact cardio. Reach down. Make the movements big though. Reach across, then reach up. Yep. Reach down, reach across, reach up. Weight in the back half of your feet. Abdominals super tight. And always keeping those knees and toes aligned. You've got one more set to get through. And shake it, jump in. Last block, down on the mat. Side lying hover, using just one of those water bottles to do a lift with the top arm. So I'm going to come on down. I'm going to go ahead and take that dumbbell in my hand, my water bottle. Set your side hover. Bend your bottom knee and pull it out 45 degrees. Stack, align your shoulders, hips, and your top foot, and then lift the hip off the ground with your dumbbell or water bottle in hand. This is your side hover. Maybe all you do is hold this. Imagine there's a bungee cord lifting your hip up towards the ceiling, so you'll really feel the oblique on the underside. Then when you're ready, let's add a lift. It's like you're trying to draw a line from the wall directly in front of you, directly up towards the ceiling. Please try to make sure that at the top, your wrist aligns over your elbow, over your shoulder. Don't take that arm too far back. And at the bottom, your arm is parallel to the ground. Big exhale on that lift, and rest. Quick switch to the other side. So we're hitting the oblique with a side hover, and we're hitting the back and top of the shoulder as well. Bottom elbows directly below the shoulder, palm is pushing into the ground, bottom knee is out 45 degrees, and we're lifting into that side hover. Some people call this a low plank. And just holding, making sure that the hip is high and aligned with your shoulder. Your top leg is resting, but your ankle's flexed. And then when you're ready, bring it up. Come down slow. Exhale on that lift. Now, it's really important to keep your neck a natural extension of the spine here. So look straight ahead. And again, imagine you're trying to hold that orange between your chin and your chest. You've got less than 10 seconds here, folks. Keep that breath going and relax. Holy moly. 2 down, 2 to go. Now that you know what you know, you can even stack your feet if you like, or scissor them so that you don't have the bottom knee on the ground. That's entirely up to you. Find what feels right. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my knee down, slightly in front of the body, and change the timing. 3, 2, 1, reset slow. 3, 2, 1, and reset. I'd love that on the drop, you control it. Slow on the way up, more time under tension for the muscles, controlled on the way down, so gravity isn't doing all of the work. In the meantime, the bungee cord, pulling that top hip up towards the ceiling, and the oblique on the underside, the abdominal muscles on the underside, feeling that little lift, supporting that lift. Give me one more here. Oh, yep. This is it, guys. We're gonna come, work the other side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what we have to do since we're down here. A couple of mountain climbers, why not? 45-degree angle, long spine, arm out, lift up, and begin. 3, 2, 1, and down. So, you know, when we get to this point of the workout, it's so easy to want to rush it. Don't. You've gone this far with quality movement. Let's finish with the same quality. It's not about how many reps. It's about beautiful form, connection between mind and muscle. Did you know there are 5 seconds left? Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set for your mountain climbers. So I'd like your shoulders to align with your elbows to stack over your wrist. I'm spreading my fingers, extending my legs straight back, bracing my core, and go. Now this is 30 seconds, belly button pulling up, chin is off the chest, so don't look at your feet. Check out your nails. Do you need a mani? I do. Come on, stay with it. So you've got 20 seconds down. If you can give me 10 more seconds, we'll be stretching. Pull it away, pull it away, pull it away. Beautiful. I'm counting you down now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bravo. Great, great job. While we're here, let's find child's pose. Separate your knees for me. If you can extend your ankles, do that. Sitting your hips back onto your heels. If your flexibility doesn't allow for that, you can go ahead and take a towel and place it between your knees. I'm going to walk myself down and totally relax my upper body with my forehead on my hands. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come up. I want you to come onto your feet carefully, and then hands on thighs, brace your core, round up one vertebrae at a time, and let's do some shoulder rolls back and down. I hope you had a great time. While you're here, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, press them back. That felt really great. I hope it did for you as well. Let's go ahead and shake. I want to take that arm and bring it across to stretch out through the shoulder. It's amazing what you can do with a couple of water bottles and a little bit of space. Shake here, other side. Awesome. Take a couple more breaths here. I'm going to use the wall to support me. Grab one foot, flex the ankle, pull the knee under the hip, let the shoulder drop back. Little gentle press to open the hip flexor and lengthen the quad. 2 deep breaths. Feels great. One more. Then go ahead and release. Shake. Other side. Knee under hip. Shoulder back and down. The knee on the balancing leg is always slightly bent. Big inhale. Exhale. And one more for good luck and good measure. Then bring that leg down. Feet wider than hip width apart. Knees and toes turned down. Inhale and arch your back. Open your chest. And then exhale and round it all the way up. One vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Give me one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders come back. Feet step in. Big inhale to the sky. Palms touch. Exhale down. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm Angelica, Group X instructor out of 24 Hour Fitness in Nanuet, New York. It's been my pleasure to do this workout with you. Have a great, great day. And don't forget, hydrate and a little more stretching. Be well.